I finally managed to buy my first car. Work on this car and fix most things alone.
The engine mount came out, transmission mount out,
Yes!
caliper out,
Perfect.
was out, new joint strut assembly done, all clicked into place.
Like butter. Down. We did it!
Next time, engine oil, air filter.
So, we're back. It's another day and I have some good news. First off, we fixed the issue with the wipers. As you can see, I finally could find the right insert and now we have some good wipers, again Bosch. The other ones are a loss, but you know, you win some, you lose some, so I think it's pretty okay. Today what we're gonna do, it's the day I've been waiting for a long time. I think I did a huge mistake, and since the day I bought this car, I didn't do the oil change, which is the best practice to do. Is just once you buy the car, you immediately do an oil change because you never know how it was taken care of. But I forgot to do that, so this is what we're gonna do today. But since I just parked here, the engine is still freaking hot. It's gonna be a bit complicated. So whilst it's cooling, we're gonna change some few broken stuff. First off, AC filter inside the car. Let's do that. Okay, so we've got a brand new one here. Look at this, so fresh, so white.
For this, as far as I know, there are two ways. Either I can take off the whole glove box.
That's the proper way to do it.
There is another way, which you can just kind of stretch this little bit of plastic right here and just put the new one back. And I think that's what I'm gonna attempt. Like, come on, I'm not gonna take off the whole glove box just so I can put a new AC filter. Like, come on. So let's do that. Let me try this and hopefully it's gonna be enough. Let's do that.
An AC filter, also called a cabin filter, is a component that filters all incoming air before it reaches your dashboard vents. Every time the ventilation system runs, air is pulled from the outside, first through the filter media, which captures dust, pollen, and fine road pollutants, and only then directed into the cabin. Manufacturers recommend replacing it every 15 to 20k or once a year, as a clogged filter restricts airflow and significantly reduces air quality inside the vehicle. Mine apparently didn't get the memo.
And done. God, look at the difference, guys. Look at this.
This is millennia of dirt and dust and carbon stuck right here. So yeah, I managed to break it. Hopefully to put it back is not as much God, it's so dirty. Yeah, hopefully it's not as much dangerous to put it back. Let's try that.
This is the insert of the filter. So this is the only thing I would say that is blocking. I just have to keep it somehow like this, and then there is this pipe here. So that's the challenge. Let's see how we can get this done.
But after a bit of wiggling, I managed to insert the new filter in, with no damage this time. Sweet.
Here we go. Job done. The filter is installed.
There is one more thing we can fix while waiting.
This
Bad boy.
the control unit for the mirrors.
Here we go. Here we go. There we go.
Okay, let's go.
Previous piece, new piece. They're a whole lot different actually. This won't work sadly. Yeah, this shouldn't be crazy to find because it's just from your typical normal Clio. So it should be easy to find.
But the strange thing is that this one was out of a Clio 3RS 197 as well. More specifically, Anjay F1 197. And for those of you new to the channel, Anjay is the legend who helped massively support this journey by providing me lots of parts including shocks, engine mounts, wheel bearings, and loads of other parts including this control module. A genuinely wholesome guy. By the way, he also owns Country Hardwood, a company based in Buckinghamshire, specializing in bespoke hardwood structures. Think orangeries, conservatories, and bifold doors. If you want to upgrade your home properly, check them out. links in the description.
Next up, we have a huge upgrade. Look at this. A very nice second-hand airbox for the Clio 3RS, but there is a bonus inside this, a KN performance filter. This we can leave here for now. So I guess we can start tackling taking out this junk airbox that is with a big hole. So let's do that, and I think right after we should be ready to have our oil change. So let's go. I just remembered something really important, is that I don't know how this engine has been handled. So I thought maybe before doing the engine change, I'm gonna do an engine flush. And since I have to put it in, wait for the car to idle for about 10 minutes, which means we're gonna have to wait even longer for the car to cool down, I'm gonna do it now, then after I can change the air filter. We've went with this brand, Wolf. I've asked for liquid moly, but apparently they didn't have it, so they suggested me this Wolf, and I did some research, and these guys, I didn't know this brand before, but apparently these guys sponsors WRC cars, so if it's good for WRC cars, must be good for us. All I have to do is open the cap and then put it here. I like how they did this, so I don't even need a funnel to not spill. So
An engine flush is a chemical treatment poured directly into the engine oil before an oil change. You run the engine at idle for 10 to 15 minutes, allowing it to circulate and break down sludge and old oil deposits throughout the system. Then you drain everything out and start fresh with clean oil. Simple, but practically effective on a high mileage engine.
we have to start the car. I can start it, and we can let it idle for 10 minutes. And I think while it's idling, while the Wolf engine flush is doing its magic, we can already start taking out some parts to take out our air filter box, which I'm super excited to change, because I believe, since it's an NA car, I believe this is gonna make a huge difference, first in fuel economy, and second in responsiveness of the throttle. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a huge, well, it's not an upgrade, but a huge fix, I would say. So let's start changing our air filter box. Let's go. Just remember, completely forgot. If we take out the battery housing and we take out the battery, it's gonna just shut. So we cannot do this. We're gonna have to wait for this 10 minutes to finish. Then we can tackle the air filter, guys. Let's wait.
2,000 years later.
Our car has been running on idle between 13 to 15 minutes, which is what they suggest to do. We did it. So now we have to wait for this engine to cool down again. A little bit, like an hour, something like that. Well, let's see, depends on how hot it is, but let's see. So for now, we can already change the airbox.
And for those of you jumping in now and wondering what on earth is going with the air intake pipe, go watch the gearbox mount video. You're in for a treat. Everything will make sense. Or maybe not. Also, if you want to follow along with the rest of the journey, make sure to subscribe. We're just getting started and there is plenty more to come.
This was the backup. I mean, this bad boy helped us for a long period of time. So as you can see, our special airbox filter. There we go. Isn't it cray? It is a bit cray. So dirty, you have no idea. This is gonna be going to the trash. Before that, there is something that I want to change as well. I don't know if you remember, guys, but I've told you that in the first video I didn't change the gearbox mount, and since we changed all the engine mount, why not change literally everything? So let's change the gearbox mount as well. I think I even put it a bit wrong. Look, it's a bit, I don't know, guys, what do you think? But it looks like it's a bit, I don't know. Let's, so guys, this is the old part, and look, this piece right here, which is supposed, I think it's supposed to sit like that, it's broken. So I think we did good to change this now. Let me show you how the new one actually look. Good. So here is the new part.
After that, It was just a matter of putting the 360mm bolts back in to secure the mount. And having already covered that part in a previous episode, I'll spare you the replay. You've seen it. We're moving on.
Step 1, I'm gonna open the oil cap to allow more airflow, and thus our oil will come out smoother and easier, and this is the thing to do. Step 2, I have to go under the car and open the famous square bolt, which is gonna be the first time I'm doing an oil change. I hope I'm not gonna be all covered in oil. Crossing fingers. Let's do that.
Everyone knows that a car needs an oil change, but not everybody knows why. Over time, engine oil degrades. It loses its viscosity, accumulates metal particles, sludge, and combustion residue, and simply stops doing its job properly. Fresh oil lubricates, reduces friction, and keeps the engine running cleanly. Neglect it long enough and you're looking at accelerated wear on internal components, overheating, and in the worst case scenario, complete engine failure. For the Clio RS, Renault recommends an oil change every 12k miles, roughly 20k kilometers, or once a year, whichever comes first. That said, most connoisseurs of this car will tell you to do it every 10k kilometers, to be on the safe side. On a performance engine like this one, sticking to that schedule isn't optional. It's what keeps the engine alive.
There we go. This is a pretty black oil, guys. I think this car has been suffering. Well, plus maybe with the engine flush, it helped a lot, so I'm super glad we did this. Perfect. Yeah. So whilst our oil is dripping, I don't know if I'm gonna have access because Renault decided that this oil filter has to be changed from downwards. I don't know why. But yeah, I cannot access it from here. I wish I could. I really wish I could, but I cannot access it from here. Right there, but I cannot access it. So I'm gonna try it. Let's see, I'm gonna push a little bit the container and let's see if I can reach it. This is the tool that we're gonna use to take out our oil filter. First time using this questionable tool. Let's try it and let's see how it works. First time I'm gonna try this. Let's do that.
Now, I genuinely thought this was going to be a quick win. I couldn't have been more wrong. That oil filter looked innocent enough. Just spin it off and move on. Easy. Except it didn't move at all. I locked the strap wrench in, gave it everything. But nothing, not even the tiniest shift. It felt like it had been welded onto the engine. I tried again, harder, different angle, more force, but still nothing. At this point, it stopped being a job and turned into a fight. Minutes turned into hours. My hands were wrecked, my patience was gone, and that filter just refused to give in. I actually started thinking, that's it, this car's not leaving today. I was already picturing leaving it there overnight and calling in a real mechanic. But I wasn't ready to take that loss. So I did what anyone does when frustration takes over. I went full brute force. No technique, no finesse. Just pure determination and some very questionable methods. And in the middle of all that chaos, we completely forgot to film the whole thing. But eventually, after all that effort, it finally cracked loose.
Whoever installed this oil filter needs some voodoo doll so I can do some stuff on him, because look at this. I literally spent more than 2 hours, even more I would say, trying to, way more, right? Trying to take it out. I've done a mess. I am full of scratches. So frustrated, you have no idea. I have never seen something or felt as frustrated as when I changed this. So whoever changed this, there is a special place in hell just for you, just so you know that. But yeah, I think now it's just up to me to put the new filter and I can call it a day, and what a day. For installing it, I've put in a little bit of oil and I'm gonna just hand tighten it. There is no need to use any strap, any wrench. I'm just gonna hand tighten it. That's what I heard, that it works wonders if you just hand tighten it. No leaks, no nothing. Let's do that.
The oil filter's job is simple: protect the engine. It traps dirt, metal particles, and debris from the oil before they circulate back through the engine. Without it, that contamination keeps flowing, accelerating wear and damage over time. About that oil mess, during the great filter fight, I somehow managed to put a tiny hole in the container that was holding the old oil. And that created a mess. But thanks to the amount of dirt that was near me, I was able to clean it out later pretty easily.
Hand tight. I'll keep you in touch, guys, if there is any leaks. But from what I heard, all you need to do is do it hand tight and it should be perfect. So, okay, next I'm gonna put back the plug, some plug with the new washer. Just need some persuasion. This is not a problem today, huh? Persuasion is our biggest skill today for sure. One little one, because I want to make sure to not... that is tight, right? That is pretty tight. So we're using some Castrol, which is a pretty good brand, 5W40. That's apparently the go-to for this engine. F for R. Let's do that. Anything leaking? I don't see any drops. I think we're good. Oil filter seems to have no drops. Okay, so as you can see here, apparently it should be, well, let me see, where is the max? Well, it's not written, but let's check.
What I didn't realize at that time is that the dipstick was actually broken. And judging from forums and owner groups, it's not even rare on these engines, more of a known weak point. It looks like Renault eventually switched to a metal version to fix it. So yeah, that's another thing straight onto the shopping list.
So I think we can add just a little bit, but nothing much. And we're good to go, right?
And it makes sense with Renault's spec. The engine takes 5.4 liters, so that missing 0.4 lines up perfectly.
There we go, guys. It's pretty, well, you can't see, but it's really on the max. It's really on the maximum, so I think we're pretty good like this. I'm gonna give it another try. Right on the max, so yeah, it's good. It's because apparently it's better to have less oil than more oil. Apparently, that's what I heard. So I think I'm too tired. I'm just too tired. I'm just way too tired. God, we have a huge issue. The car, I was riding it, just testing it after the oil change and with the new Airbox and the Cayenne air filter and everything, and it just started to act weird in terms of electronical stuff, and it started stuttering a little bit, and then it just gave me an error. There is failure in braking, you have to stop. I stopped and now nothing, as you can see, nothing is working. I double checked, the battery is connected. I don't know, maybe it's because there was a little drip of oil onto the alternator. I don't know if that could be an issue or not, but well, I'm stuck here. I have no idea how I can get out of this mess now. Today is just another adventure. It's just a crazy adventure. Let's try to reconnect the battery. Let's see if this works. Okay, so electronical stuff again, you know. Just disconnected, reconnected the battery, and now she's running smooth like butter. And I don't know again what was happening. There was a little bracket on the battery. I just flip it upside down. Maybe that's how it was in the beginning. I did that and it just worked. Nothing is going on. She didn't do anything. We can do a little pull right now. Let me just move through this, and I can do a little pull in second gear. There we go, working perfectly. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Anyway, that's it, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to give it a like. And next up, probably I will tackle the rear suspension. Or no, I'm sorry. Probably we're gonna have to tackle the brakes. I'm gonna have to change the braking pad and change the brake fluid. We're gonna have to flush it completely out. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Tschüss! I remember the street light. So, we have a huge issue. So, we have a huge issue. We have a huge issue.